could only have happened with the full cooperation of the Philippines government?
Yes, I mean, one of the problems, your previous contributor, I think, mentioned it, these two families being at war, originally at peace together, then you wouldn't have expected the Marcoses to provide evidence against Duterte. Now that they're at war, we hear that Marcos is prepared to cooperate. The question then may include, or the questions then may include, whether evidence provided by the regime under Marcos will be clean evidence, or whether there's a risk of its being tainted before it ever arrives in The Hague. And the prosecutors in The Hague, I don't know to what extent, if any, they've been in the Philippines recently, but they will no doubt now be allowed in. And if they go in, will they be able to find evidence that they're satisfied is free of any taint because of any enthusiasm by Marcos to deepen the rift between the two families?
And just a final thought, Sir Geoffrey, you mentioned the pressure from President Trump on the court and others, and what is happening with Benjamin Netanyahu and Vladimir Putin as well. The fact that this is going ahead and will be seen as such a big success for the ICC, does that in some way internationally work towards redeeming the court and its reputation?
I don't think the court needs redeeming, and I don't think its reputation is anything other than pretty satisfactory at the moment. What I think you're asking is whether it will save it from the overwhelming force that Trump might try to apply to the court to stop either of the two people I referred to at the beginning, and I'll come back to this, ever being tried. And the answer is I think it just may do. Obviously, it's going to divert the courts, the prosecutor's office and the court's limited capacities to deal with alleged crimes, because this is quite clearly going to be a big and complicated case. But on the other hand, if the court is shown to be doing that which its mandate says it should be doing, looking at difficult issues of international criminal law and processing them in a proper and one hopes reasonably speedy fashion, then that will be that much harder for countries who might want to fall in line with Trump. If he says Netanyahu, or if he says that Putin should never be tried. Don't forget, he has no real power to say that and to bring it about. But what we know is that in the real world, which is now confronting Trump, power sometimes seems to be the only thing that matters. So I think this next step by the ICC is really rather encouraging for international humanitarian law, and let's hope it works out. I don't mean by that he's guilty. Not for me to say, I have no idea. I hope it works out as an investigation and trial.
So Geoffrey Nice, it's been so great to get your thoughts and your analysis as we continue to see these live pictures. Very valuable to talk to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.